Hey everyone, Cardlin here. Merry Christmas, first and foremost. It looks like we made it to 3,000, can you believe it? And I know some of you here have been around since I had only 100 or maybe even less. When back then 1,000 felt like a dream. And now we're here at triple that amount. And others among you are brand new and have plenty of content to sift through. Whichever it is, whoever you are, I welcome you to another one of my Q&A videos and thank you for listening. This one's just in time for the holidays. Now, as I'm sure you can hear, I'm still getting over my sickness a little bit. My throat is still just a bit raw, and it's kind of made recording audios difficult. Today's Q&A is relatively short. I've only got about 30 questions or so, which is good. It gives me more time to work on some side project stuff I've been trying to get out for a while. Keep an eye out for it. It should be out today, hopefully. It should be a quick tutorial on how to record and edit audios. Forgive me if it's a couple days late. Anyways, I've been getting a lot of questions on that, so I was hoping to get one out for you guys. Anyway, without further ado, let's get to these questions. Alright, Anonymous asks, are you going to make more pregnancy audios? Definitely. Especially with all the requests I've been getting. I just have a lot of ideas I want to try out too, and a really busy work schedule and personal life. But, I'll get to it eventually, I promise. Mia asks, I love you so much. Do you love me? Totally, Mia. Thank you. Totes my goats. Next question from Anonymous is, what is your favorite Pixar movie? Do their shorts count? Because if they do, then definitely Lava. I love Lava. Otherwise, I'd say Toy Story 3. It really tied the story together for me, and that final scene with Annie describing his toys, gets me every time. Next question, Jalissa asks, do you have any outtakes from audios? Can you show them to us? My outtakes are really boring. Like, I'll mess up a line, sigh, I'll leave a pause in the audio so I can find it, then I'll just dive right back into it. They're not very fun, sorry, so it's not really much to share. Alicia asks, do you think if you ever have kids, they'll find your video and laugh at you? I mean, hopefully they'll laugh. I mean, it's better than being grossed out. I mean, I can't really think of many people who want to find out their dad was kind of a low-key, like some kind of online porn star, kind of. I don't know. Sophia asks, would you rather be a giant cat or a tiny elephant? That one's easy, tiny elephant. I'd be grumpy and I'd have a tantrum all the time. It would be great. Would you rather have, also by Sophia, says, would you rather have vinegar for eye drops or sandpaper for toilet paper? That is horrible. That's just horrible, Sophia. But if I had to choose one or the other, probably be the vinegar for eye drops, because at least I don't really use eye drops that often, whereas toilet paper is kind of a daily thing for me. Chanel asks, have you got any advice for dealing with anxiety? So this is a whole topic. There's so much to dive into, but having dealt with anxiety or panic attacks myself, I'll share my one most precious thing I've learned, and that's how to control your breathing. It's really easy. 3 in, hold for 3, 3 out, hold for 3. Simple as that. Breathe in, count to 3, hold it for 3 seconds. Breathe out, count to 3, hold that for 3 seconds, and repeat that until your heart is no longer racing. Remember where you are and that you're not going to die just yet, I promise. Stay up. Audrey asks, could you be the Batman in the next erotic audio? It would be so sexy. I could maybe give it a shot, Audrey. Maybe around the time Batman vs. Superman comes out, that could be fun, huh? Leah asks, just asking for some general advice here. I recently was diagnosed with general anxiety disorder, and all of my relatives and friends don't really support the use of medication. These days have been getting really hard, and I don't know what to do anymore. If you were in this situation, what would you do? This one's tough. One of my biggest and most commonly used tools in my repertoire is the ability to detach and see things from a third-person point of view. It's really helpful. being practical, seeing things for what they really are, and detaching details and minutiae until all that remains are facts. So in your situation, I'd imagine my facts would be this. I have a disorder for which there's plenty of advice and support online, and I have steady access to the internet. I can't use meds yet because of my family, but that won't always be the case. Until then, I can find support and relief online, where I'm sure there are millions of other people who are going through the exact same thing. I'll find them, learn what they did, and be stronger for it. Good luck, Leah. Next question. Anonymous asks, do you have any advice for anyone that is just to do the type of audios you do? Yeah, actually, I'm attaching a second video, hopefully sometime soon, ideally today. It is a quick tutorial to recording audios and how to edit them, so be sure to check it out whenever it comes up. Selene asks, what do you think about My Chemical Romance? I like some of their songs. 2 in particular I've played on repeat for hours to help me through, tough times in my past. Those songs are Welcome to the Black Parade, it's a great one, and Cancer. Give them a listen if you haven't already, or maybe I'll link them on the screen right now. Zora asks, hi C, do you mind telling us what your plans are for the future? I mean, where do you see yourself 10 years from now? 10 years from now? Wow, well, if all goes according to plan, I'll be happily married to my beautiful girlfriend. We'll be living together here in California, she'll be leading a promising career of her own, and I would be an established voice actor with many big credits under my belt. Maybe a family, maybe not, but definitely her and I. Let's hope I didn't just jinx us, yeah? This YouTube channel would have grown substantially and maybe become more of a network of channels instead, maybe? That'd be fun. Anonymous asks, what is your favorite song or artist right now? Currently, I just recently found this song and I've been listening to it a lot. It's Mind Your Manners by Chitty Bang. It's so poppy and uplifting. It's just hella fun. Linda asks, I would love to know, what does the process of scriptwriting look like for you? On a high level, it's about 90% procrastination and 10% writing and editing, with lots of breaks and distractions scattered throughout. When I feel particularly devoted to an idea, I'll maybe watch a movie or a show that'll get me in the right mood. Anyway, I'll turn to one of my playlists, like the brain music one I have here on YouTube, try and minimize all distractions. I'll open up a Google Doc and start writing. I've written up a guide to script writing actually. I can link it below for those of you who are interested in checking it out. Anonymous asks, I was just wondering if you were going to do another part of the Hotline Miami audios. I don't know. I think that story is just about done, but I might revisit it in the future. If nothing else, I'll definitely do more stories like it. Darian Parr asks, what's your favorite song or genre of songs? Favorite song of all time? That's tough. I actually thought on this for a very long time, and I finally decided to be honest with myself. When it comes to songs that always get me going and I could listen to forever, it would have to be Somewhere Over the Rainbow by Iz. Y'all should check it out. I'll try and link it too. Andrew asks, will you do a video about gay or being gay? I mean, a video for your gay followers. Yeah, definitely. It's a challenge I've been meaning to tackle for a while now. I'm just looking for a good script. I've been trying to make a lot more of my audios gender neutral, so maybe that can help in the meantime. Anonymous asks, what do you think about body shaming? I think it's horrible, of course. It's bullying. When it comes to your body, the only opinions that should matter are yours and your doctor's. Now, if you want to change, you can, but if you're happy and you're healthy in your skin, then you should embrace that. Because not a lot of people out there can. Anonymous asks, do you imagine something sexual when you make sexual videos? If you don't, what do you think when you make that kind of stuff? I don't think of any specific scene or memory or anything, if that's what you're asking. What I really do is I place myself in the script, try and maintain a good pace without going too fast, try and convey as much to the mic, and do my damnedest to keep the story moving. It's thrilling and it's riveting, but it's still a performance, so I give it my utmost focus and attention. Vianney asks, how do you describe a perfect date? So details and specifics differ on the individuals, When it comes to locations and destinations and goals and all that, my choices might not be my partner's choices, and making sure she's happy is especially important to me. So I'll go a little higher level on this one and say, a perfect date is a time that she'll enjoy doing something she either already loves or has been wanting to do, wherein I give her my utmost attention and care, and where she ends the night extremely appreciative and satisfied. If I could get even a glimpse of that look in her eyes, I'd say something like, wow, this guy must really love me. That would be a perfect date. Emily asks, you don't have to answer, but what audio are you most proud of that you've uploaded? Most proud of? Like one that I think performed particularly well? Probably my erotic audio. The one that says, it's called, Did You Think That Just Because I'm Out of Town that you get a night off of being mine? I wrote that and it's closest to what I am like, personally, and I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out. Anonymous asked, who are you and why are you so perfect? Oh, okay. I'm just Cardlin. I'm far from perfect, though you guys certainly make me feel pretty freaking wonderful sometimes. So thank you. Anonymous asks, you take the dominant role in your audios a lot. Would you ever make one with the submissive role? Yeah, definitely. I just need to find or write a good script for it, that's all. Anonymous asks, do you listen to any Korean music? Not regularly, but I do have a few music videos I've watched a few times. I really like Nobody by Wonder Girls, Marionette by Stellar, and, whatever Psy does. Dude's hilarious. Anonymous asks, hey Cardlin, do you play any instruments? I do not, though I've always wanted to learn how to play the piano. Anonymous asks, this one's tough. Are you okay with making friends on here, or is this purely business? Now, in an ideal world, I'd love to make good friends out of everyone who messages me, and really get to connect with everyone out there, but I just can't. Between work and my personal life, I have very little time remaining to maintain so many conversations. That having been said, I wouldn't say it's purely business, as you put it. I mean, I'm here for you all, to help those who need it and to help grow my talents as a voice actor, so I try to communicate on a larger scale with things like this Q&A, or those karaoke songs I do. Let's see, Anonymous asks, hey Cardlin, I'm a big fan here. I just want to ask, will you ever show your face? I get this question once every few days, and the answer is, and will probably always say the same. No, I will not. That's simply not what this channel is. That's simply not what this channel or my career is about. And I don't ever want it to be about that either. I think having visuals can detract from the audio experience. It's like reading a story as opposed to watching a movie. In your mind, the story can look like whatever image the writer paints in your head. But on a movie screen, very little is left to the imagination. Does that make sense? Next question. Anonymous asks, I must ask because I recently got to see them in concert and meet them and I love them so much. Do you like Panic at the Disco? Random. I listened to their songs a bit back in the day, but not anymore. I didn't know they were still around, to be honest. Let's see. This next question asked by Miss Poop Leon. Wouldn't you agree having instant ramen together for a date is surprisingly romantic? Yeah, probably the most romantic thing a couple could do. And the last question, on your Patreon page, I want to donate $50, but just straight up $50. Wow. I don't want to do anything but that. Is there a way I can do that? Wow. Thank you so much. Yes, actually you can. On my Patreon page, you can click Become a Patron and scroll up. There's an option to bypass the tiers and donate a one-time amount of whatever denomination you see fit. I'll make sure you still get the proper rewards. Don't worry about that. Making sure my supporters get all the love and appreciation they deserve is one of my top priorities. And that about closes up our questions. Thanks for listening, y'all. I need to start coming up with new stuff now that the questions coming in have kind of slowed down. That's not necessarily a bad thing, though. I mean, new ideas means new types of audios, and I'm always interested in those. Now then, on to some announcements. My Twitter, Tumblr, and Facebook pages are all up and running, and I check and update them quite often. I've also got my Instagram up now, wherein I post previews to upcoming videos and little hints about what's up next. My Instagram is something special I do for my Patreon supporters. And speaking of, I'd like to take a moment to thank them all now. Big thanks to you, Andrea, Raina, Jesse, Jasmine, Barbara. Thank you all for all the support. I can't wait to get started on working on your custom ringtones and notifications for you all. It should be a lot of fun. And everyone else out there, thank you so much for your continued support and sweetness, your comments, your messages, your feedback on the surveys. They all keep me going. A part of my smile every day is because of all of you. And because with each new video, you all are helping me get one step closer to my dream of being able to do this full time for you and to become a fully established and credited voice actor. Which brings us, my lovely friends, to the end of yet another CardlinAudio Q&A video. This has always been my absolute favorite time of the year, and Christmas my favorite holiday. But this year it's actually going to be a little different. I'm used to having all of my family in town and having 2 solid days of warmth with my loved ones, but this year my family's all scattered to the wind, and for the first time since, ever, actually, I find myself without plans. It's kind of sad, actually, but then again, I know I won't be alone, because I'll have a new video up, and all of you lovely folk out there, and your comments to keep me company. This year has been so chaotic and dynamic, but one constant in these past few months has been all of you and your continued support. Thank you so much for helping me grow this channel, for being a part of this truly beloved community I cherish, and for making me feel like I'm the king of the world. You are all so wonderful, and everything you do for me is just phenomenal and humbling and just the absolute best. So take care, stay warm, hug a loved one for me, and maybe tell a friend or two that I exist. Let's see if we can't help the world smile a little bit more, one video at a time, okay? Thanks for listening. Cheers.